Okay, gentlemen, welcome back to the Week 5 recap, hosted by yours truly, Commish Town. Okay, so we're just going to come back to start with my game here. I'm not going to lie, another fucking backbreaker this season. Again, I have most of my dudes show out this week. I pull out the biggest fantasy sleeper of all time, Kendrick Bourne, for nothing, honestly. Bryce Young, he can go fuck himself, man. Honestly, I can't believe this kid is so ass. I just can't believe it. My kicker also had a season-ending injury, so if there's anyone you really fuck with on my team, come save them, man. Fitz, congratulations, man. It's a real coming out party for you. Every single person on your team outside of Cam Ward, it was electric this week, honestly. I would say it's a great sign for things to come, but you're now the fourth out of fifth guy to put up their season high against me this year. So, good luck. I hope the momentum does keep going for you. Now we're going to go on to Nick, Joey, Pete equals dog crap versus the Mako Mikes. Nips versus Joe Toole. Nips is staying real hot after being one of the leading candidates for MVP last week. Dak, Waddle, and Diggs, especially Diggs' redemption game there, was huge for this game and really propelled him to victory. This was honestly an elite matchup for both of these kids. They both came in coming off crazy heaters. Joe Toole, he really got sold by Brock Bowers. It was a very late scratch on Monday. He kind of got fucked on that one, to be honest. But and the G-men sold him too, not going to lie. Love the G-men, but damn. But everyone other than that had pretty good days. It was a good showing from Joe Toole. But you got to respect the grit from Nips here, pulling the shit out without some key players. So, good shit, Nips. I see you. Okay, now we got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the Sloppy Steaks. This is an absolute heartbreaker for Beaudry, man. Barely a point between these kids, man. Damn, that sucks. But it's a huge win for you, Luke. This win puts you tied for first here, man. Making some real noise. Who was it going to expect? Luke O'Connor, number 1 seed. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But Kyron, Shaheed, and Michael Carter, they all got shit done for you this week, man. No one expected them. Everyone talked shit about those guys, but they got the job done. So what can you say now? For real. Way to stick with your guns on that one. I respect it. Yeah. Beaudry, you got a Bill masterclass here, but Pacheco and Dark really fucked you, man. Kareem Hunt may have stolen that job completely. Stole 2 touchdowns from him. That sucks for you. And if Dart threw just 1 interception instead of 2, you win the game. So it's a tough beat, Beaudry. Keep your head up. Now we got the defeat of Voodooers versus I should have got that. Back-to-back photo finishers here. And shout out to the Sheep. Both of the Sheep bring it home, man. The GOAT Jamar is back. I love it. And he should be here to stay now. They just got a quarterback who doesn't have a vagina between his legs. So shout out Flacco. He might be leading him to greatness soon. But it wasn't just Jamar for him this week. He had solid showings from just about everyone, man. But Joey, on the other hand, he decided to make it a 2-man show. Hope that was going to pay off for him. He had Rico and Jay Taylor both putting up 30 balls. They did all he could for him. But shout out to Joey. He played a defense that was -5. Really swung that into an L for you, man. A fat L. So those ones really sting. So let's hope you can bounce back from this, man. I believe in you. Just good luck. Okay. Now we got the New Zealand Step Bros versus Don't Want to Be Here Anymore. Sweeney, I feel it, man. I feel it. But Rod, I'll keep it a buck with you, man. No one believes in you, especially me. You had a bunch of shitters out there this week. But it turned out to be one of your best weeks of the year, honestly. The 2 tight end strat, Kareem and Thornton, it somehow worked out for you. I don't know how, but it did. So congratulations. Sweens, I don't even know what to say, bro. Uncharacteristic shitfest from you again. Pretty much everyone outside of Fields was terrible for you. Uh, will Sweeney bounce back, or is he going to join me in this relegation hunt? I don't know. I I I never expected this. So then we're moving on to the CMC Saint Spit versus the Seatgate Gallops. Uh, I'm just gonna be honest. This was just mean from Gabe, man. Shit on him from the start and just never stopped. Every single person outside of Trey and AJ went off for this kid. But I will say I'm glad to see the Vikings D has finally come back to earth, man. Fuck that defense. But damn, Caleb, losing Hampton is really going to shake up your team here. No Hampton or Lamar is detrimental for you, brother. Um, you just couldn't get the points elsewhere. Even though you had a Stafford 25 ball, you can't really blame Lamar. Maybe it was just a bad showing. You really had 3 points from your tight end, 5 from your receiver, and 2 from your flex. That's not good, bro. Hopefully you can get some better days moving forward, but this was not a good showing from your team. Now we got the Pittsburgh Feelers versus the Honored One. Mouse B team didn't slow the pace of his team at all here. He may have found a fucking gem in fake Bucky here, and it really might switch things up for who the Super Bowl favorite might be. Who knows? Mouth, you didn't have many people under 10 points here. Kind of a dominant showing for you, man. Especially with so many key guys on buys. I see it. I respect it. Pete, your team is continuing to struggle. You started 2-0, and then you dropped the last 3. That's tough. Jalen, G. Willie, and Debo really tried their best to get it done for you. But shout out to my sleeper agents, BTJ and Kamara. Really shut that shit down and becoming straight dookie water for Pete. So enjoy those kids. Now we got the MVP race. Gabe, extremely dominant week from you, man. The week high, I see you. Luke, also another great game from you. Potentially game of the week versus Beaudry. 1 point, very, very narrow win. And then we got Gavin taking on Joe Toole and dropping him off, especially with a depleted roster. Very, very talented, very impressive showing from you. And who do you boys think is going to be the MVP? I got to give it to Nips, man. The people wanted him last week. The people's MVP didn't affect how I was going with this week, but he took down Joe Toole. I believe that Joe Toole was one of the extremely top teams in this league. He had some very dominant weeks, back to back to back to back, and Gavin sent him home. Especially with a depleted roster, he got some shit happening. So very, very, very proud of you, man. And just to give an explanation on why Gabe or Luke didn't win, Gabe was playing Caleb, and Caleb shit the bed. If that was a good matchup, maybe. Like if Caleb was doing what he's supposed to be, probably. But sorry, Mouth, you were into contention, but Pete same way. You guys only put up 95 and 100, and then Luke, great matchup, but it was Beaudry gets 2-3. Can't give you the MVP for that. But great week, boys. Love it, and here's to many more. Peace.